Reason and Janice are going to do their best to survive, but you know, the lobby is hearing all the sound, and in a moment they could turn. But Popo and Etsy looking for an opportunity, looking for a chance to kind of ruin the ride here for a brief moment. But Reason's going to hold on strong.
Wow.
Not afraid to fight with 8 HP. Goes right up to the box and get a huge knock monster.
He needed that. What a way to clutch up right now. And look, he is going to be able to get the siphon here now. It's so close. 2v1 situation. Both of them in one tag away from getting taken out there. He picked up some minis. Yes, they're able to split. They're going to be able to bounce back here. A couple bandages as well. A few seconds now on the zone. They need to finish this up. They need to get this siphon and move on here. Boom, there's one. That's the shield crack. Can they get the second? Yes, Jonas finishes it off. What a clutch with the disadvantage. But not only that, it gets them one step closer to TEEQ and Setty.
Wow. 8 HP and the confidence of going into a battle as if he had 200 HP. That is what's going to separate the pros from the people that just play arena all day long, baby. That confidence is what is going to maybe, who knows, get you a DreamHack championship. At least for this brief moment, Monster, it keeps them in the running. As Setty and TEEQ, they're still taking that passive route. And Janice and Reason live to fight in another zone. Wow, I would never do that play. Never in a million years.
I was waiting for the pros from the Joes because
okay.
That worked out there, but back to it. My gosh, way to stay in the game, way to keep it close for us here at the desk. Now, 2 elims separate them from tying up the TEEQ and Setty.
Ooh.
Again, so close up towards the top. Blackie and Clement have to do more if they want to get thrown into this conversation.
And hey,
look at where TEEQ and Setty are. I was just gonna say they're on the western side where all the other enemies are.
Yeah. And you were talking about conversations. Hey, Nate and Alex finally seeing some mid to end game here. So that's good to see. It's always nice to see big names. Oh my goodness, you're right. They pay off the early investments, the calm, cool collectedness of knowing their game, knowing where they stand. Hey, they always say, third zone, just get to center. The chances of you are pulling fourth zone are high. And they're looking really good, Monster. They're looking really good. The question is Janice and Reason rack up a lot of limbs, especially if they play low ground, which is where you find a lot of those elims versus or maybe high ground. I just find that when you're being on the low ground, a lot of elims kind of filter to you, but this is what they're doing here. And that's against the NA East team. The NA East team could get converted to 10 points, and these 10 points could catch up to Setty and TEEQ, like you mentioned. Here we go, Monster. The race is on, and no, they hit a rip. Oh, yeah, they definitely want them. Let's go.
Oh, no. Reason can't afford to get tagged here. Actually doesn't have any shield. He has to be quick. He has to decide. Jonas is going to jump into a fight. He sees a whole mix here. Jonas loses his shield in the process. Okay, down comes Reason. He gets behind some builds here. On wood build, saving his good material. They needed, oh man, they needed that so bad. It was the perfect team too. Investing on a little bit of high ground here, trying to see if he can force any fight. They need to force the fight. They need the lobby to support them here. White tag on the player out behind. You know they're not going to give this opportunity up. Let's see, TEEQ on the other side, listening to all of this go down. He can obviously just see it unfold right within earshot's distance. There it is, Hen goes down. So the pressure was good. Flois actually steals that away. That means Aqua is solo. 2 solos underneath Jonas and Reason.
And what's also underneath is an opportunity to kind of catch up here. TEEQ and Setty, this passive route may cost them. They are Monster, they're watching the feed for Janice and Reason. They know how close they can be. And we're not yet where placement points are being doled out yet. We're at about 8 placement points, and Aqua gets pistole right out of this lobby. Easy peasy. TEEQ with another 5 points to buffer up. So now it's going to take 3 elims for Janice and Reason to catch up. And as I said, 7 duo placements away from the placement points being doled out. And we're about to get into the great half in and half out. And oh, TEEQ Setty, they're gonna have to move a little bit, just a little bit. Let's take a look at Janice.
This is big. They pull half in, half out, and they committed some material here to hold this already. Oh man, the story. They might have had a disadvantage, but as luck would have it, everything can change now. Everything can change now that they have the zone on their side. They can literally play for some elims. They can play for some knocks. Great tag there. Fishing loot. Fish it. Oh my gosh. This doesn't happen very often.
I am speechless, Monster. Speechless. These fishing for ammo. Yes, he gets it. And does he give his teammate a lot of AR? That was my only question is, do they have enough AR? Can they get the beams? Again, they're only down by about 3 elims right now. The Rift Fish are going up. Janice and Reason are looking to the sky. Yes, it's actually TEEQ and Benji as well. And Gachetto are flying in the air. And oh no, that was a little bit scary situation. You got to watch out for the Rifters trying to get to the top of the zone. They still have some work to do, Monster. They still have an opportunity to take first place here.
Right here. There's a solo right in front of them. They could actually catch this. Only a few tags, and look, they're still so desperate. Using AR to just break open builds, find anything possible here.
Can you believe? I'm just saying,
yes.
Dude, can you believe?
There's
oh my! Z Andy goes down and gets converted, but Monster, can you believe? A fishing pole could get you thousands of dollars. I am
look, oh, he pulls minis.
Oh my! Oh my goodness, bro.
There's no way right now. It looks like they might have fallen. Actually, he might have lost it. He's gonna have to fish for it again. This is insane. They are trying everything in their power right now to come back, but no, Jonas opens the build a little too soon. He gets punished. He gets taken out. Up comes the bouncer play. They have to come down, and the edit was bad. He gets taken out. It's Andelix.
Man, Andelix and Nate, who have not been involved in any in-game throughout the day, effectively put a big-time stop. And so far, Reason is going to have to go solo here to catch up to Setty and TEEQ Monster. Now we're going to take a look here and we get into our first rotating zone. It's going to go up to the northeast just a bit. Now that means Blackie and Clement, the third place team, has an opportunity to move up the board as much as possible. Let's see if Blackie and Clement can pull that off. Let's see who else is in this fight. On the left side, Kirachi and Putrick are in this fight. Mr. Savage and Benji are in this fight. I'm looking for our top team of TEEQ and Setty. Where are they? Can they hold on? Okay, they're on the right.
There's TEEQ. I see TEEQ alive. Setty's in front of him, still leading this rotate out. So our #1 squad is still in this game, but they're split up. Anything can still happen here. Now Blackie's gonna find a second elim with Clement. They're still in it. They're starting to ramp it on up now. This is what they've been doing. Reason falls. He's out. Gonchetto actually finds him. There it is.
Nice rotation. Second place is gone. The door is open for Clement and Blackie. They just gonna have to walk through it. Either they're gonna go through it just by opening it, or they're gonna kick it down. And now we're taking a look at height on the left side. Andelix and Nate, like I mentioned, haven't been in the in-game, have an opportunity to kind of get some points and be a respectable finish here. Now we're seeing on their top right is Blackie and Clement, our third place team. Our bottom right is going to be the first place team, TEEQ and Setty. And this is when they start ramping up. They already got one elim going into the in-game, looking for multiple elims here on the low ground. But it's Andelix and Nate who can apply the pressure from the high. But I am still looking for anyone who can kind of slow down TEEQ and Setty. And actually, first and third, they're getting close. They're getting close together, Monster.
Yeah, Blake is going to find another one. That's a knock right there. I think Clement's actually going to steal it. And they're still working together. Boom, there it is. He's going to be able to refresh now. Setty finally pops those minis. He's back in the game here. So much zone, though, to Clement and TEEQ down in his low ground. Clement and Blackie here. They're going to have to mix up the heals here. Still a single elim. TEEQ is going to find another trade here. Doesn't convert onto anything. Still very, very close. Oh no, TEEQ might just find another one. Yes, one step closer to sealing the deal. One step closer to being champions. The most champions right here.
and one step closer to that 3-time DreamHack championship. Can TEEQ pull it off? He does have Blackie and Clement on his heels, down by 60 points, and they could rack up some elims. It could be a possibility, but you're talking about this whole entire time, it's the low ground that wins the championship.
Oh, he's going up.
And Blackie's going up for the high. He says, I'm going to try to take hype away from Analyx and Nate. Exchanges go off, but Blackie is now on the wrong side of that trade, and more importantly, out of mats, and maybe
Blackie.
out of time. Down goes Blackie. Now the ride is up to Clement to kind of catch up to TEEQ and Setty, who are looking good, and get another knock and another buffer. This may be it, Monster. They may have sealed the deal and pull away with the championship. We have to see how it ends.
No pain, no gain in these final instances. TEEQ and Setty fight for it tooth and nail all the way to the very end, showing that they deserve to be the winners today, and they're doing just that. The story continues. Can TEEQ find another one? Put it in the highlights. There it is. They're going to find one on Stop the Storm line, and it's going to convert again. 4 eliminations already in a top 3. What a way to close out today. On high ground, Steelix and Snag, they had an opportunity today, but it wasn't enough. The fight at the stronghold was too much. Robab's in between. No HP for him. Can they close this one? Should be a quick 5.
I can't believe the stronghold that TEEQ and Setty had throughout this entire day, and what could have been a day for Steelix and Snag if they were able to walk away.
Will win this.
Setty now, who has
Setty
so
will
much
win.
of a ride.
Setty won.
Let's go, Setty, baby. Setty and TEEQ with an unbelievable finish, 4 elims.
No
and without
way.
a shadow of a doubt, Monster, DreamHack champion, baby.
Kelly, we just had first place team win a game, the final game. It's undeniable. Undeniably take home the entire crown for the last DreamHack of the year.
That's what you want to see, man. You want to see that team, the first place team. If it's not going to be a contention, then they better get that victory royale. And they did exactly that. 2 victory royales. TEEQ now the 3-time champion. And of course, the incredible story of Setty coming all the way back from the FNCS trios and journeying all that over the last 6 months to finally get a first place finish. But major shout outs to so many of the teams that we had here. If you were one of the 50 teams that qualified into the grand finals, well, then you can definitely claim to be one of the best teams that Fortnite has to offer, because even starting from the open qualifying heats, this was one of the most contentious, volatile series that we've ever got to see. We already know it's TEEQ and Setty on top, but we have to look at the top 10 leaderboard right now just to see how well they did above the rest of the competition. 401 points, 160 points for eliminations, but even more impressive is the 241 points that they got through placements, 2 second place finishes, 2 first place finishes, and then an 8th and a 40th. But my goodness, what an incredible run. Huge shout outs to Giannis and Reason, Clement and Blackie, Snagged and Steeman, who almost got the last victory royale. Queasy Fishy and Trulex has done super well, but as I said, it's really all 50 teams that should feel proud of themselves.
Incredible. TEEQ becomes the first 3-time DreamHack champion and the only team to win back-to-back games in multiple events, because they did it in November as well. Just the accolades, right? The history being made